Okay, I think everything is set up and I think we're ready to go live. Welcome everyone to another Blood League 7v7 game. I am your caster today, Level, and I'm here with my main man, Dubious. Say hi, Dubious. We got EmP versus Black Omen for you today, Div A. EmP coming off of their surprising loss to GNX last week. Um, Nobody has stopped talking about that game, like at all. I have not gone 2 hours on Discord without seeing somebody talking about that game. It has been nonstop. Black Omen, they fought JGX last week. Didn't go very well for them. They put up a good fight, but it went 0-5 against them. So they're looking for a little redemption here today. Maybe pull off a drop or two from EMP. Now that GNX showed the world that God can bleed, maybe Black Omen can get a piece. What do you think? Yeah, yeah. uh, Now I do believe EMP and JGX face left on the next week for the final match of the season for Blood Leagues. It should be good. It, hmm EMP, so EMP, they need to get as many points as possible. That way, when they fight JGX next week, um, they don't need an insurmountable win to win the division, right? Because right now, if they win a 5-0 today, I believe they still need to um, what is it? They still need a 3-2 JJX to keep to win the title. Nice. Ooh, this is a goodie. I like this map. This is a good map. Lots of trading. There's the central low ground where Theta will be. It's like a very gentle slope. You got a few rock formations. They're basically tourmalines. They're tourmalines on the wrong map. And then you have the platforms on the outside the map that give some really solid trading positions. Um, Probably going to see mechs in the Echo 4. What is it? Echo 4, Delta 4, something like that. Let's pull up my map and double check. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, Epsies are kind of a rare one taken because it's kind of out there, like in H4. So usually we just see both teams play for Gamma, Sigma, Kappa. But yeah, occasionally a team will go for Epsies, and that makes things interesting because it means this whole section of the map is now in game. But yeah, generally there's gonna be a huge fight over Theta. I expect long range traders in Echo 7 and Echo 4. Um, it's gonna be straightforward, especially from these two. I don't think we're gonna see any rushing. I think we're gonna watch both these teams trade to the bitter end, um, and just pound on each other for 5, 10 minutes at a time. Oh yeah. All right, Team One, they're almost ready. We're looking at 425 tons for them. All right, looks like the double check. It looks like the stream might have finally gone live. Of course, I get a commercial. Let's pause that before we get a copyright strike. All right, team one. They've locked. They never type locked. I don't know why Selith never types locked. He always types R. Hopefully that's not too confusing for the other team. Hopefully we get a crowd today. It is only 4 in the afternoon for us in A folk. For some of us in A folk, it's only 1 in the afternoon. So now this is not as early as the game you hosted earlier today. That was at 1. How did that game end up anyways at the end? Nice. Uh, Now, what's interesting is the B team on the CDU's B team, I think, are doing better than the A team. Uh, all right, it looks like both teams are locked, ready to punch it. Hey, you have the lobby. Now, unpopular opinion, last week, EMP did play a little sluggishly on a couple of the drops, so um, we've all seen how them play in other games this season where they played at peak performance. So let's see if they bring their A game today, because Black Omen are not pushovers. If EMP um, if EMP gives them the slack, they Black Omen could actually, as we discussed earlier, start taking some drops. Taking a look at EMP's mechs here, we got Firestarter, Stormcrow, Summoner, Timberwolf, Annihilator, Black Lantern, and Wolfhound. Very standard deck. Very meta. What we got over on the other team? Uh, Stormcrow, yeah, a lot of. We'll double check. Because I think both teams are bringing a Stormcrow this time, which is something I didn't expect. So, what do they got builds on it? Now, we got Bowser Din Airwalker heading towards Kappa, it seems. I don't think Black Omen's sending anyone that way to counter. Um, Bowser's Stormcrow is high alpha energy vomit, 2 heavy larges and 5 meads. That is a Hellbringer, a 55-ton Hellbringer. Or 50-ton Hellbringer. Ooh, Chimera Pop Tarts gets hit by both Kieran and Goatme Ghost. Ooh, Windscape and the Flea, he is about to get picked. He is being bullied hard. He is running for his little life. Selith, Selith and Red got some nice shots on him. He's already down to half his HP. He's Yeah, he's basically out of the fight. Took a look at his mech. He had to mask himself almost to death. His one leg is about blown open, and the other leg is open. Right now, both teams are positioning a lot. Gorgle and the Natrate are downstairs below with the Wolf and Stimrog. Um, ooh, I think the Red just got hit with a little friendly fire. We'll see at the end of the match. Natrate is about to get picked. He's been legged, and then here he goes. He's been finished. Both both Stormcrows are painted exactly the same. Ooh, Zeos is about to get picked. No, Kieran might get picked first. Actually, it's hard to tell. They're both legged. Ultimate Ghost getting trades out, but he's being hammered. Kieran got cornered, and Zeus is about to go down with him. I thought they would take Din with him, but it doesn't. EmP, a couple barely living mechs, can Black Omen pull off a couple more kills before they die at least? Doesn't look like it. G-Ram just fighting for his life at this point, but this match is long over. Now that's all that's left is poor Windscape. Where is Windscape? Yeah, the main fight wasn't in the center. The main fight started at Kappa. Yeah, both teams went right in for the mid-range fight, right? And then they just kept pushing in at each other. Um, Especially when I saw like that Stormcrow being too heavy, large lasers and ear meats. That's a mech that even if you're boating all the double heat sinks, I mean, you can only get like one shot off. Then you have to pop a cool shot to get a second shot off, or you just got to cool down for a minute. I'm curious what Windscape's going to do. He should know that he's outnumbered too much. He can't do anything about the caps. I'm hoping he tries, but because if he keeps running for these caps, then he's just going to get picked off without getting um, another kill on the board. Now, I'm not sure what mechs he could possibly finish off. Let's take a look at Bowser. I think Bowser might be the one. If Windscape's going to go dive a mech, this could be the one worth it. Maybe. Bowser still has quite a bit of armor when you look at it. Chimera, most of his damage looks like it's been from self-cooking. This triple ear peep summoners. Quite hot. Ooh, did Windscape just have Bowser? I think he did. He did. Oh, they got him. He almost got Bowser. Good attempt, Windscape. GG's both teams. And that would be a uh 7-2 in EMP's favor. The audio problem. Can't, yeah. Apologize, guys. Alright, let's see here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm taking a look at that now. One moment, guys. Alright, try talking, Dubious.
Test 1, 2.
Alright, you're definitely being picked up by my OBS now. For sure.
All right, you're going to have to let me know in Twitch comments whether you can hear me. I hope you can. It's Dubious Squirrel and Level here. I'm sorry if you missed out on my audio for the first drop, but I say stupid things, so you didn't miss out on much, really.
Yeah, sorry guys, there's a 7-minute delay. 5 minutes on the main channel, plus I added 2 extra on through my OBS. So apologies, that should be fixed. Um, that's weird. I haven't changed my settings from my last cast, so what just happened? Why? Uh, OBS swapped my output audio again to my monitor. And of course, nothing's coming through my monitor, so they didn't hear anything. Probably didn't even hear the
Ah,
in-game noises either.
well,
But
problem solved.
yeah, problem solved. You guys should be hearing everything now. I need to get a third monitor. If anyone wants to donate a third monitor for better cast, so I could have uh, more stuff pulled up, like having a Discord pulled up, so when someone goes, "Hey, something's wrong," I can see it right away instead of after 7 minutes plus however long it takes for me to realize someone messaged me that.
Yeah, to be fair, there are a lot of moving parts in a stream. I mean, there's all sorts of different tab switching and weird things that go on during a stream, so mistakes are
Uh,
made.
Gotta swap map. I forgot to swap map.
Yeah, I need to do that. That's my mistake.
Sorry, folks. All right. Now that look, let's be real. It's never a level cast without something going horribly wrong, right? I mean, that's what I'm here for. Give you guys literally the bare minimum, the barely acceptable.
Drop 2, Hibernal Rift.
Oh, this should be a goodie.
Yeah,
While both these teams get ready, let's pull up the map strat. We were a little
yeah.
wrong with our
Oh,
predictions on the last one, so with that in mind, actually, that's a. I don't know if you predict this from the last team.
I couldn't. I thought I had it on the last drop, but it turned out completely different. I mean, obviously, Team 1 is going to pick Gamma early, and Team 2 is going to pick Sigma early. Theta, I expect some kind of denial game going on. I wouldn't imagine either team would try and take it, but maybe deny it for the opponent team. It's too high up there, it's too vulnerable. So I guess some kind of fight over Kappa or Epsi, probably Kappa, because it's the closest. Yeah, it's the closest cap for both teams. But who could tell? These are both Division A teams, both very well practiced, know what they're doing. Yeah, interesting.
So we got Black Omen on team 2. Uh,
Yeah, teams don't change.
Now, one thing Black Omen did against JGX, they did a lot of rushing, right? Um, which isn't the worst thing in the world when you're going up against a team that you're pretty sure in a PPC duel is going to beat you. So, I wonder if we'll see a
Yeah,
Black Omen rushing on here.
and it's a relatively small map. There's a lot of cover to push up on. I mean, the middle ground around Theta, anywhere in the middle is an open ground, but you could do a left or a right hand broad push, and you could do well with it.
Very true. Now, pushing FC's side is usually very strong, but that's also something. Get my cursor here. Like pushing down this line, but that's also something that EMP has learned to spot early and to prepare for. Like they know the tells the signs when a team's doing that, and like we've seen them do against other teams this season. EMP knows how to form that concave firing line, make the enemy push into the pocket, and then just envelop them, right? and then it's game over. They've done that to multiple teams this season, and if Black Omen pushes them, especially down like the the 5 line, we might just see that happening again. So if they're going to put if Black Omen is going to get aggressive, they can't come down this 5 line because EMP, uh, they have a million ways to counter that, million and one.
I believe Salt and Pepper once said push it real good, so that could happen.
Taking a look back at the lobby now. All right, Team One has locked in their weird way, but locked. So now we're waiting on Team Two. Now, Windscape is one of those guys who ran around in Div C and B for the longest time. Um, but for Blood Leagues, he got pulled up to Div A. He's been doing like the main light for Black Omen. He's good potato. Windscape, good potato. He runs a lot of fleas. I wonder if he'll run a flea again.
Many fleas. They need treatment.
Oh yeah.
Both teams green. Are they locked?
Nah, I've got to wait till he says locked.
Neither team has said locked.
Good to go is the closest thing you'll get to locked by EMP.
Okay.
It's been a headache since the start of the season.
He's being edgy.
Yeah, total edgelord. Oh, come on now, guys. Give me that good locked. All right, we're locked. Let's punch it.
Chew it, Punchy.
Get the overlays just changed so that doesn't happen. Taking a look at chat. Yeah. Bite me, guys. I see it all. Third monitor for more shit to forget about. Well, right now I can have the OBS pulled up on half of a screen, and then at least me half of a screen for something else. And then the main screen for that game. Windscape Prometheus wants you to take his energy. Alright, taking a look here at Black Omens next. We got a Jenner, Black Lantern, Madcat 1, Madcat 2-1, sorry, Firestarter, Annihilator, Stormcrow, and Nightgear. Alright.
And on EMP side, we've got a Nightgear, Warhammer, Nova, Firestarter, Wolfhound, Madcat Mark II DS. Death Strike, that's an interesting mech, really good. And a Veggie Eagle 3.
The red and this Black Lantern are getting some shots off on each other on FCs. FCs looks like it will be denied. Gorgil is pulling back. Kiran and Gram and the heavy and the assault are moving forward. They might be getting some shots on the red here. If he's not careful, he might get yeeted. It's 4 X vs 1. He better run.
Yeah, the red needs to make a beeline for the exit. He's getting good intel, but he's taking damage for it.
Oh, I hate to see a back shot by this Mad Cat. Oh, Mad Cat's not going to get the back shot. Kieran, looks like he ate a strike there a little bit. Windscape and Nature dancing around Theta. I'm not sure who they're dancing with. It looks like Stimrog.
Yeah, Lizzie is fairly static in the Nigeria. I think she's going to be the first pick here. Already taking heavy damage down to 72%.
Oh,
they all know where she is. Black Lantern's doing Black Lantern things.
Zeus might die though. Zeus is sticking in that low ground, and those 3 mechs are shooting him in the side. But Lizzie does go down first, but I don't think Zeus is long for the world. There he goes. Zeus went down. Mech for a mech. Gram moving forward, but he's getting hit pretty hard. The Magician and I think it's Bowser and the Warhammer are just in the back. These guys got to push forward, but they might have pushed too far forward 'cause now they're getting slammed into. Nature in his Firestarter is getting picked on heavy by the Mad Cat and the Wolfhound. Um, oh wow, he actually just got straight wolfpacked. Gogol is now going to go down, but that's not a fight he wants to take 4v1. Uh,
G-Ram's lost an alarm. G-Ram goes down.
yeah, Nature will be going down pretty soon too. The Black Lantern, will he pull get this pick on the Nova? I nope.
Seleth trying to jump away doesn't succeed and dies.
Windscape trying to get in there and get some shots now too. Kieran does go down. Let's go, Windscape.
Omen in trouble. I don't see a way out for them at this point.
No, no, not at all. It's 2v5. But Ultimate Ghost can. He has enough firepower. I don't know if there's anything damage enough that he can take out before this wolf pack just devours him. Come here,
Maybe
Stimrog.
Magician.
Stimrog with the
Oh
wide open
no,
head. He took at least a head graze.
Ghost has a Firestarter just sitting there shooting with impunity. Okay. Well, regardless, GG.
Yeah. You're not JGX, you're Black Omen. I see that on your mech. You should represent your team better, Ultimate. Good job holding that EMP. Lizzie got cornered there, and it looked like, ooh, this could Black Omen do something with this. But when you look, it was too late for the rest of their team. The EMP just kind of formed an L shape on them.
Looking at the damage spread, pretty good. EMP did well. Let's see, the Madcat Mark II DS piloted by Chimera did well, 641. Good damage spread across the rest of the team. Omen didn't fare so well. Nature went down in the Firestarter for only 87 damage. And Zeos
Yeah,
went
Zeos.
down, Stormcrow for 68. I didn't catch what happened to them. It would be interesting. I'll have to watch the replay.
Stormcrow pushed Lizzie with the other mechs, but he stayed in the low ground and he was poking up at Lizzie. And then because of that, the two PVC traders by Team One Spawn just annihilated him for that. Back shots,
It's fair
side
to say it
shots.
was a positioning win for EMP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you get these teams swapped for the next drop, I'm gonna pull everyone over to the post-match strats screen so we take a look at that.
All right.
Let's see team damage. The red with 21 team damage. South and Lizzie only ones to go down. Still, before Lizzie went down so early in the match, still pulled out 335 damage. Natured got caught in the low ground by that wolf pack and just paid for it. Only 87 damage. Zeo's in the Stormcrow, similar situation, except he wasn't wolfpacked. He just turned away from the firing line to shoot at one mech, and he went down with 68 damage. Probably one whole alpha from his mech. Black Lantern and Jenner on Black Omen, not too bad. 337, 232. But Chimera on that Death Strike, 641. That's that's impressive for how short as that match was. Bowser and the Warhammer that just laid into everyone there on that 5 line. Yeah, not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Looks like both teams are swapped back. Swap back to the lobby for a minute. Let's see. Someone has a CRC monitor for me. Isn't it a CRT? What's a CRC monitor? Let me know.
Crappy rubbish crap. Kind of old, isn't it? I do have fond memories of the old CRT monitors there. Yeah, early gaming days.
While we wait on both these teams, I am going to swap it to the map room. Let's take a look at that. Now, if you're not aware, well, everyone should be aware at this point. Tourmaline had its spawns changed. Um, Controversially changed. I think it's for the good. I like the spawns. I think they're pretty interesting. Um, Being where they're at, like up in C3 and G8. The issue with the previous spawns, like the D5 alpha and the E4 alpha spawns, is, I mean, you're talking about 1,200 meters. These two spawns are just 1,200 meters apart. And what we always saw, well, almost always, is both teams would spawn their biggest and heaviest mechs in the Alpha Lance, and then they would slug it out between Echo 4 to Delta 5. They just slug it out while the rest of the team rushes to get in there to add their firepower to the fight. That was basically 90% of the Tourmaline matches. Now, the other 10% of the time, one of these teams, like the guys in Echo 4 and Delta 5, they wouldn't stack so hard there, and they might try to get cheeky, play cap strats, or send most of their mechs like up in the high grounds, depending on which team you're on. But now each team gets is going to be able to get their home cap, which is now cap and EPSIs instead of home caps being Gamma Sigma. Um, Gamma, lots of cover. This you should be able to take a light mech should be able to get Gamma as long as there's not another light mech that's about to intercept you already. You should be able to get out from dozens of ways, and nothing should be able to get to you easily. Sigma, on the other hand, is a little out in the open. Um, if you can get traders in like the Fox 5 area, Echo 5 area, jump jet, with jump jets, you can get shots in Sigma. Not very well, but you can. So it'll be interesting. I think both teams are going to try to play for Theta, home cap, and Gamma. I don't see either team really going for Sigma. Um, Now I'm gonna let's take a look at the lobby. What we got going on? Team one's still not ready yet. EMP, you're being slowpokes. Last EMP game I casted, it went on. I think an hour and 45 minutes because both teams took forever to ready up.
Yeah, I had problems on my last cast between Templars and CDU A in Division E because they had multiple crashes. Like CDU had 3 or 4 crashes
Oh wow,
in different drops, and it was yeah, it was a waiting game. So this one's progressing much more quickly,
that's good.
which is good. In terms of the team strats for this map, well, I don't have much experience. I don't have any experience. This is my first time casting a Div A match in this tournament, at least. I'm just going to give my oldie world wisdom that it's a large map. It's quite open. There's probably going to be some trading. In fact, I'd suspect majority trading around the middle, and then some kind of wolf pack running around the outside. There you go. Idiot speak done.
No, I think you got that right about the main fight's going to be here at Theta. Now, stage or castle, depending on who you are. Um, I still think is a very important part of the map because of the amount of cover you have and stuff, and since it sits up higher than all the surrounding area, I still think it's a strong power position. Um, but we'll see. I thought maybe both teams might like send a commando to Theta first, but I think I think after the last couple drops, I think both teams are going to send their fastest mech to go play with an outside cap instead. They might not.
Team 1 are locked now. Team 2 are doing their thing. So we've got probably 4.5 minutes before that timer runs out. Yeah, interesting map. There's lots of cover, lots of open ground.
Torm is a classic map. Now, we've all had our issues with uh, the tips of the tourmalines where you can see a mech through them, but you can't shoot through them, right? Um, which I think is the only thing holding this map back. I think other than that, I think it's really, even though it's not symmetrical, I think it's a really nicely balanced map overall. But I'm
I
biased.
like it. Yeah, it's a good map. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's damn hot, and I can't run. I can't run a lot of my favorite builds because they just die really quickly. Overrides are key for this, but overrides kind of get you out of one kind of trouble and into another, so you
But
really have to keep the art.
Tourmaline is
Yeah.
considered a hot map? I thought it was one of the neutral maps.
I thought it was one of the hottest maps.
Alright, chat, you let us know. Is Tourmaline one of the hotter maps, or is it one of the more neutral maps? To be honest, I've always just saw it as if there's snow, it's a colder map. If it's reddish or if there's lava, then it's a hotter map. I always just assumed everything else was somewhere in the middle.
Well, looking at the in-game screen, it says Tourmaline Desert 75 degrees centigrade, which is kind of spicy.
Oh, I guess it does say that, doesn't it? Alright, well, EMP is down to 5 guys on the field? Okay, they got their 6 back. Come on, EMP, quit being slow potatoes. Now, did you happen to catch the early game today? The one that was at like 8 this morning? 8 this morning EDT time, but I think it was noon UTC. It was Bears Brawlers versus F-37. Now, I only caught the first 3 drops of that game before I fell asleep. Did you happen to catch the last 2?
Sadly not. No, I was probably in bed making snoring noises.
Bears Brawlers, I think someone said they lost 1-4, so they lost pretty decisively. But they did an amazing meme for Drop 1 Rubelite. All machine guns. 7
really?
mechs, all the machine guns.
Did it work?
It worked. They
Oh my
almost
God.
7-0'd the enemy team with it too. It was beautiful.
Machine gun rush.
Yeah, straight machine gun rush. They even used I think it was a 6 machine gun, 2 heavy peep Jaeger, who led the charge and then taked all the damage for when they pushed the enemies, like antis and stuff. It was glorious.
I wouldn't have thought that would work because machine guns, like it's a chore to chew through armor with machine guns.
Apparently not when you have 70 of them. Apparently that's the key. Once you cross that 50 machine guns on a team threshold, that's when things get a lot easier. But when you think about it, it makes sense. I mean, if you get like 4 mechs just with, you can get like 40 DPS, 50 DPS on a mech's leg or whatever, right? And just delete it. All right. Selith says ready, so I'm assuming they're ready to launch. So if you want to punch it, I will get the overlay swapped over, so people don't have the bad one.
And the K ready from Selith. All right, let's do it. Machine gun rush. Who'd have thunk? Anyway, back to this match.
Alright. Let's see here. I am going to be looking at Black Omen first. We got a Summoner, Madcat 1, Executioner, Beagle, Firestarter, Night Gear, and Wolfhound. Looks like they're going with,
Real.
yeah, just 2. Black Omen is going with only 2 fast movers. Everything else is trading. What do we got for EMP?
EmP have a Firestarter Wolfhound, Black Lantern Executioner, Mad Cat Mark II, Death Strike again, TBRC. My acronym skills fail me. Let me check it out.
V for Vendetta. Is that what that
Timberwolf,
is? So I was looking at
right?
someone's decal on the back of his mech.
Mission in the Timberwolf and Lizzie in the Night GOD. Timberwolf is long range-ish, yeah.
Now it looks like the Night Gear and the Mad Cat. Are they going up top here? No, going around. Interesting. We'll see how that turns out. Black Omen just Congo lining all the way to the stage. Looks like they're gonna get all
Look,
their mechs up there, no problem.
looks like EMP are taking a fairly static defensive posture early on. They're well spread across the uh, bottom right-hand corner of the map. And Omen are grouped up, all up in the middle on Theta. They have Epsilon and Theta.
Ooh, this is interesting. So, Omen, they definitely took the castle at Theta, but EMP, they're taking Gamma, Sigma, Kappa, so they'll have the three caps. They'll have all the both outside caps and their home cap. So this will be an interesting position because they only have two fast movers. Um, so their fast movers will probably going to have to work together to either take Gamma or Sigma back. Ghost, it looks like he's going to be repositioning. I think what is this Fox 4 area?
Kind of looks like Omen are doing what the quick play thing usually turns out to be, a scrap in the middle.
That's what it kind of
And
looks like. But Chimera's actually getting nailed between strikes and being shot at up here on top of his little perch. He's getting hurt pretty bad. His side torso's getting weak. He's definitely been damaged by the strikes. What have we got over here? Bowser and Stimrog. Looks like...
Seleth is pushing in, going balls deep on Ultimate
Ooh.
Ghost, where they can pick up anything here. He's being chased down by 3 mechs now. He has to run.
Yeah, is the Firestarter and Wolfhound going to try to get him before... I don't think they should push him because I think there's enough cover on the other side of that ridge line. They at least
Lizzie.
got cover. Oh, Kieran in the Night Gear down to 57%. I think he just got side torsoed. His side torso is popped. Wide open. It hasn't been taken yet. But he's losing his trade to Bowser there in the distance.
Yeah, he's kind of standing there. There's a strikeout on him now. I suspect he's going to die in a minute.
Ghost got pushed back to a strange position, but he's about to get yeeted by the Black Lantern. Yep. He just now noticed the Black Lantern. Now they're dueling it out, but I don't think he's going to survive this. Lantern's going for the legs. Right leg's gone. He's about to finish off Ghost. No, he's running. No, no. Oh, is he going to take that leg? He's being quite brave. But looking at the minimap, Black Omen, everyone's distracted. No one can help Ghost here. He's entirely on his own. And he's holding out longer than I would have thought. Cell is trying to alpha that leg, but instead hitting the wall. Ah, there's more action over here. You can't just keep watching that. Black Omen looks like they're making a move towards that far right side. I'm not sure where they're going or who they're pushing. I guess they're pushing Bowser and the Executioner over here. But Ghost finally goes down. Natrid is about to go down with him. He's very messed up. But Selith now has free reign to get into the butts of these mechs here. We'll see how that works out. Bowser now in the low ground with the red. But he's going to get out of there before he dies. And Natrid goes down. Selith, now he might actually get taken out here this time. He's cord CT, he just needs a couple shots in the chest, and then he's going to go down.
GRAM down to 39%, still taking long range fire. He's going to die shortly if he doesn't know. Alright, he's down.
Yeah, GRAM goes down. Selith,
Dallas making a
he
push.
still has
Oh,
all his guns and he's cored out. He's an easy kill and he's just getting all the free damage. That's what, the second or third mech he's legged and almost finished,
uh,
gotten himself. Gogol's about to go down. There he goes, and all that's left is Zeus and the Vapor Eagle. Um, he's not long for this world. Wait. Does he run the default mech color?
gee,
Where the audacity of this guy?
that's outrageous.
Yeah, no customization. What is this?
Come on, man.
See, now
Anyway,
that's how you customize a mech. Oh, hey, this Firestar even has eyes, googly eyes. Nice. GG's OT is good attempt. Um, Black Omen just unfortunately outplayed from the start there by EmP. Uh, Looking a little bit at the damage
actually,
numbers.
actually, that damage spread, EMP's damage spread to Omen's damage spread is okay. EMP kind of takes it, but Omen has a good damage spread. I think they kind of lost it on positioning. They grouped up in the middle. They balled up there. EMP had a much more spread out stretch. Oh, it was interesting. Yeah, they were spread out. They took a defensive posture early on. I think they were preparing for catching people in crossfire. And Omen kind of grouped up in the middle around Theta early on. Um, Overall, it lost them the game, but well fought both teams.
For sure. Looking at the, uh, while you get the map change, I'm going to take a look at the post-match stats for a closer look at the damage numbers. Zio's 30 team damage. That that sounds to me as he shot two PPCs into the back of a teammate. um, yeah, not a lot of team damage from both teams. Both teams playing fairly professionally. Uh, GRAM for that 524 and that Madcat, pretty good damage numbers. Um, Kiran in the Night Gear just shut down ultimately with only 68 damage. Uh, but what the interesting thing to point out is, if you look at EMP's mechs, not only are they all alive, I mean, they still got two that are still solid in the green on HP, like 75%. Those are also the guys that did the most damage. Uh, Now, Chimera and his Death Strike early in the match, it was starting to look like Black Omen was going to focus him to death between the strikes and how many hits he took. I thought he might be actually be the first one to go down, but nope. Rest of the EMP team just started pulling mechs off of from focusing him, and next thing you know, they got the kill lead, and now we're getting Black Omen a bit surrounded. Bowser and the Executioner with 507. Selith, the Black Lantern. Now I expected more damage from him. I thought for sure he had more kills too, but as much of harassing as he did that last match, I thought for sure he was going to have a lot more damage. But that's the way it goes sometimes, yeah. All right, both these teams are still going to get ready. So while we wait on them to get ready, let's take a look at the Mastrat. Grim Plexus. Ah,
Yes, Grimplexus. I expect an early pick of Gamma and Sigma for Team 1 and Team 2, respectively. And then, let me see, the majority of the cap points are on the right-hand side of this map. So you've got Sigma, Epsilon, and Gamma down the right-hand side, and then Theta in the middle. Probably sensible from both teams is to take Gamma and Sigma, and then I guess it's going to be a fight over Epsi and Theta.
now
As an outlier, could be good for an early cap, but then you have to kind of ignore it.
now the last time I've paid a lot of attention to this map was the GNX versus Black Omen 2 weeks ago. Uh, GNX, I can't remember if they were Team 1 or Team 2 to start. I think they were Team 1. They took Sigma, Epsis, and Gamma, held this side of the map, and then I believe it was around here. It was either down here in H9 or up here in E9 where they kind of stacked their mechs. Basically, they played it like a ISC because ISC was just these caps, I believe. No, it was Kappa, Gamma, Sigma. So holding this side of the map was important back then. But it's kind of that strategy has carried over to Blood Leagues where people are uh, a lot of teams actually are working really hard just to try to hold these three caps and nothing else. Um, Now, Black Omen previously, they kind of played more caps like Theta and Kappa with their fast movers, and then moved their traders up to this like 7 line, right? Um, so I expect to see them try to do that too, but they won't be able to if EMP is going to play out in the midfield also. So with that said, I expect Team 2 to probably their initial starting positions to be around Hamburger Hill. Team 1 are probably going to head to gas station, or they're going to make a beeline for like the G7, G8 ridge line of that hill there. I think both teams might actually make a play for Kappa. I think both teams might send someone to Kappa, at least these guys. Uh, I don't expect either team to try to hold the three right side caps, or at least for their main strategy to be to hold those three and then to receive. Because, like I said, that strategy has been very hit or miss. Because if you lose one of those three caps and you don't take it back right away, you could still win the fight, but you're going to lose on caps in the end. And so it's just one of those high risk things. Uh, all right, I'm going to take a look at the back at the lobby, see how we're doing here. Uh, JG, or sorry, I almost called him JGX. Black Omen is almost ready. Oh, here we go. Now we just got to wait on EMP. Yeah, Black Omen is locked. EMP is not. Uh, we got some betting going on in the channel. People betting their Spud Bucks. I can't get in on it because that would be unfair, to say the least. I lost a lot in the last game I gambled on. That was I think it was CSPS versus CXF. I voted for CSPS. I lost like 20,000 Spud Bucks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Last time I tried to gamble, I gambled on stealing sweets from a local village shop, and I was about 6 years old, and I got caught, and I've never gambled since.
When I was about that young, I stole a Hot Wheel from a local store, right? Just a little mom and pop store. They sold like candy and like odds and ends and stuff, kind of like a dollar store or Poundland. You're in, but it's like that, but it was like a mom and pop kind of thing, and it was the greatest experience. Well, it was one of the best learning experiences of my life because, of course, they called the police. Police officer came. I didn't get in a lot of trouble, but the boy did I get the crap scared out of me by him. I
Yeah, me
was,
too.
and then he, of course, sent me home, followed me home. He sent me home, and I run home. Right? I didn't realize he was followed me home. So I get home, then he goes and tells my parents what happened, and boy, did I get the belt that evening. I learned never to steal again.
No, I took a beating as well. No police, but yeah, my parents found out and they were not happy. I can tell you that. So gambling is bad, kids. Stop it.
um, Still waiting on EMP here. Go back to the map strat real quick because Team One they're stacking Alpha and Bravo with one and Charlie, so they're going 3-3, three at Alpha, three in Bravo, one at Charlie. So it does look like they're sending one to Kappa, like I thought. Bravo, I'm assuming that's their Wolf Pack, or at least partially. Uh, so Black Omen could be running a four fast movers here. That like they could be running a Lanner, Vulcan, Firestarter, and something else. But it looks like they're sending three to Theta to fight for Theta, one to fight for Kappa. I'm assuming the other three are their traders, and those could be the guys on Alpha Lance. They could be coming to here to Gamma, and they could be setting up for stacking at Epsies or something. Not entirely sure, but I don't see the fast movers going to Gamma and then up to Epsies. So That's just my experience. Team 2, EMP's almost locked. We're stacking Charlie Bravo with 1 in Alpha. So it's mirrored. So 3 Bravo, 3 Charlie, 1 in Alpha. So we could see a 1v1 fight here at Kappa, a 3v3 fight here at Theta, while the traders are getting in position. The traders are probably going to take their Gamma slash Sigma and then head for Epsies to hold that position. Could be
Both
interesting.
teams are locked now. Ultimate Ghost gives the traditional locked, and Saleth is being super edgy with a single letter.
All right,
But,
let's launch it. I'll switch the
right,
overlay and get everyone ready.
we're launching.
Yes, Squishy. If EMP 5-0, they still need to 3-2 JGX to win, because at a 2-3 loss to JGX, I believe that's a tie, and JGX wins the tiebreaker. So yeah, they have to at least 3-2 JGX to win the division. If they 5-0 here. If they 4-1, then they have to 4-1 JGX to tie. This is starting to give me Div B vibes. You know, that those last couple weeks of Div B where, or last week of Div B where everything came down to who who curb stomped who. uh, Taking a look here at Black Omen's Max, we got a linebacker, Mad Cat, Flea, Phoenix Hawk, Hellfire Void, Executioner, Black Lantern. Oh, the Hellfire Void, that's one of my favorite mechs. It is a shitty mech, or I would say mediocre, but man, is it a fun mech, because you can do 5 medium pulse. That is not what I would have expected, CS. I expected Goss and Laser Vomit. You're playing my mech wrong. What do we got over on the MP side?
EMP, Chimera in a Death Strike, the Magician in a Timberwolf, Stimrog in a Firestarter, I love that mech. Lizzie in a Warhammer 2C, the Red Goes, the Faster, Phoenix Hawk, Salif in a Black Lantern, and Bowser in a Nightjar.
Selth in the Black Lantern. Zeos took shots at him, but just outside of his range. A Firestarter has PPCs. That's right, I think it runs 2 or 3 light peeps, and then a bunch of small lasers. Very interesting build Stimrog runs. But it's it's working out for him because his range is letting him bully this Hellfire and this Black Lantern who have...
Light PPCs in a Firestarter. That is interesting.
It's working because he just scared off the Black Lantern and Void. They're no longer pushing in that direction. That could have been a 3v1. The single Firestarter has actually messed up this Black Lantern quite a bit. Yeah, this Black Lantern, he took a headshot. Oh, he took a headshot. And his CT is actually quite weak. Uh, so it looks like EMP. Yeah, they took Hamburger Hill. Now they're pushing forward. Uh, so where the Magician is and stuff, I think they're going to be moving most of their mechs over here, which will give them a chance to really pressure Epsi here. Uh, Black Omen, they're looks like they're going for Epsies. Well, they're for sure going for Epsies. Now they have that Mad Cat going around the back end. I'm not sure what he's doing. Then there's a mech, the red, and his Phoenix Hawk just hiding over here, guarding Sigma with 6 MPLs. This will be interesting. Ooh, this will be very interesting because Windscape and his Flea is on a lovely stroll through Team 2 spawn. He's gonna come up on Sigma, but he doesn't know that Phoenix Hawk's there. Is Windscape gonna get yeeted once he tries to take this? Black Omen, the firing line they had at Epsies looks like it pulled off a bit. They have 3 on Gamma. Windscape's on Sigma, and the Red's coming in for the pounce. The Red's coming in for the pounce. Can he get Windscape? Is this what's about to happen here? Oh! He hits Windscape. Windscape peels off. He didn't get a good solid burn in, so Windscape's going to get away with basically his whole mech. Windscape has the speed. I don't think Red can chase him. We'll see what happens there. Uh, Let me know if anything interesting happens with that little chase. I'm gonna head back to the main fight. Yeah, EMP has EPSIs now. They have a 4 cap lead. This is not looking good for Black Omen. They have to. They have to. They absolutely have to push. But this is not a favorable position to push, especially with as they have a couple injured mechs, and basically all of EMP's mechs are still perfectly fresh. Okay, so Ultimate Ghost got the Mad Cat up on the wall with the Executioner. Now that would be a strong position, but they have no mechs to support here. Okay, here they go. They're coming in now. Black Omen's mechs are now making a move. They're coming around the backside of Epsi's. Looks like Windscape did get out of there, but he's still being chased. But is he still being chased by the red? No, the Black Lantern's now chasing Windscape. Windscape's not careful. He's definitely going to get the Chimera on the Death Strike is starting to take some damage. But it is looking like EMP is still winning the trades. Unless they can get an early pick on Chimera. Chimera is his HP just dropped to red. Now, why is that? Okay, his right torso is about to pop. He's about to lose half his weapons. Now, Lizzie's getting hammered in the Warhammer. No pun intended.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Chimera's definitely playing a lot more conservatively because he is about to lose half that mech. But
Black Omen took a very passive defensive position around Epsilon early on, and it's not paying off for them at all.
it's not. Windscape, he's still being bullied. Oh wait, is Windscape going down? Windscape got late. He finally got chased down by the Black Lantern. He will be finished off. Black Omen's backcapper is now completely gone. Now, Black Omen did uncap Sigma, but Gamma is about to be taken from them. Now they did take Sigma. They still haven't taken Epsi's, and at this point, they don't have the time to hold this fight and play for caps still. They just have to push in. But it looks like EMP knows it, so EMP is going to be pushing these two. GRAM, the Executioner, is about dead, but so is Chimera. The question is, who's going to get popped first? I'm going to take a look at their HPs here. GRAM, he's basically one-touch CT. Uh, Chimera has been halved. Apparently his arm is floating in the air. According to his mech, he still has that side torso, so I don't know why my thing says it's missing. The red
Ghost
jumps up.
about to go down. He's being fired on from 2 different positions. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, Executioner dropped down. Executioner is about to get taken out too.
Yeah.
Black Omen, the rest of their mechs here, they come into the backs of EMP. Chimera goes down. They might be able to drop Bowser here. Gargle is peeling off. I think he needed to stay in the fight just to keep the guns on. Bowser, if they stay on Bowser's CT, he'll go down. Lizzie, one touch. There, Lizzie goes down. But it's just down to the linebacker Phoenix Hawk and Void from Black Omen. Unfortunately, the push should have happened sooner. Before these two died. According to the minimap, these guys didn't get into their backs until after those two died, unfortunately. So it's just a slight timing issue there, but I mean, they were so far behind on caps, I don't think that they could have came back. But I mean, it was a good hold. I mean, there for a while, they're holding their own against EMP, like trade for trade. Very exciting.
They were. They took a very passive position early on. Gosh. This is a Division A match. There are no bad shooters in this division. I mean, you have to be a good shooter to make it into this division. So I feel like this match particularly has been won and lost on positioning, and EMP definitely seem to have the advantage in that regard. Bowser in the Night Gear did very well, 627, good damage spread. Salad went down for 97 damage, kind of below the average. And then on Omen's side, good damage spread all across. Not as high as EMP, but I saw on Omen's side, a couple of mechs struggling to take position and getting stuck on the map.
Yeah.
So, are we going to do post-map interviews? Because I'd really like to find out what happened.
Yeah, the JGX versus RJF game looks like they're further along. It's at they're on drop 4. It's at 3-1 as of like 5 minutes ago. So their game will probably be over first. I'll let these teams know if they want to come in for a short interview. We would super appreciate it. Actually, if you want to tell them that in chat, while I get the next overlay pulled up. Oh, you guys swap teams back now, right, for the last drop?
What are we on? Drop 5, yeah.
Drop 5, what's drop 5? What are we looking at here? Frozen City. Ooh. Extreme range or okay, now last week EMP brawl pushed on this one against GNX. Are they going to do it again? Because it didn't work out so well for them when they did it last time, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, there are elements to this match that I don't understand, so I'd really like a post-match interview if possible.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get them in.
Okay.
While we wait on them to ready up for the last drop, did you swap the teams? You did. Awesome. While we get ready for that, I'm gonna look at the Grim here, kind of go over what happened, because that last couple minutes is where most of the stuff of the drop of the Grim match happened, and it all happened real quickly. So we had Black Omen set up a small firing line here with 2 assaults, and then they sent their wolfpacking around. They came around, went to Sigma, and then while that was happening, EMP just hard. I would say hard push, but definitely got aggressive and big dicked it with their mechs by slowly walking to Epsi and just annihilating these 2 traders up top. They eventually got someone back here to finish off these 2 assault mechs. But while that was happening, Black Omen was severely losing on the caps, and they did send someone, or they sent their wolf pack something like this. I might have the exact direction wrong. I think it was more like this. Like, oops, like that. To get to the butts of the EMP teams. Now they pulled off a couple kills, but unfortunately the main traders were dead, so EMP's team could turn around and intercept. Uh, sorry, the 2 traders up here in Fox 10 G10 were dead at that point, so EMP was able to turn around and intercept the hard brawl push coming from the wolf pack. And then that was it. GG's. Now let's take a look. Uh, oops. Yeah. Take a look at the Frozen City. EMP's back on Team 1, right?
Yes.
So, wow, you have a lot of lines all over this map. Where do we start with
You should
first?
probably, yeah.
Alright, so I see you have the Kappa thing here. That might happen. Sigma definitely. We have the Team 2 side, which will be Black Omen. If they want to hold range trade, they're going to probably try to take and hold Sigma, Kappa, and then Theta. And the EMP is probably going to go for Gamma, Epsilon, Theta. So I think they'll both send a fast mover to try to take Theta first. Now, I believe Team 1 has a spawn that's objectively closer to Theta. So I think they'll have a higher chance of taking it first. But we've also seen some interesting stuff on this map. We've seen teams go the 7 line from Team 2 side, and we've seen Team 1 side go to the 4 line. Uh, we've so we've seen both teams. We've seen brawl rushes against both sides. We've also seen both teams circle each other, where Team 2 came to the 7 line to trade, and then Team 1 decided, we're going to go to the 4 line to trade. And both teams basically just turned it into a fight over the center. Um, can't remember which game that was, but that happened once. Interesting stuff. Uh, EMP is already at, what, 4-0 tonight? So at this point, I expect them to 5-0 Black Omen, unfortunately. But I would really like to see Black Omen still pull off at least one more win here. Um, just to get points on the board.
Yeah, I'd like to see Black Omen take one drop.
Yeah.
And I think they can.
I think if they play it right, they can. GNX, there's arguments to whether GNX got lucky because EMP had a mech disco during their push, but if Black Omen can get an early pick on a mech, especially if EMP tries to do a push strat, I think they definitely could take the drop. But if EMP is going to hold at range, they're also really good at receiving a push. So honestly, on this map, Black Omen's best chance might be to just try to trade it out. I think if they try to push across center, EMP will be able to hard counter that, and it will not go well. So we'll see, though. We'll see. We've seen bigger upsets, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting for sure. All right, I'm swapping it back to the lobby while we wait on these teams. What's frozen? Oh, Dubious, did you just now swap the map?
I was distracted. Leave me alone. So much drama. I'm not a potato, you're a potato. It's in your name. I'm a squirrel.
Ay, ay, ay. So, this whole time I've been just trying to eat up time for the viewers, right? You didn't swap the maps, and both these teams are just now starting their timers. Well, chat, looks like you're going to suffer this with me. Everyone F's in chat for Dubious. That's like 6 minutes of wasted time.
This is the first time, well, this tournament is the first time I've cast in probably over a year, so I'm kind of rusty. Please forgive me. If not, screw you.
Taking out chat then. I'll talk to the chat to buy time for the next couple minutes.
It's a Division A match, and it's towards the end of this tournament, and I think we can afford to have some patience for this.
Scout Derek, I agree. The 5v2 trading. Yeah, I think I mentioned that while it was happening that the Wolfpack just came in too late. Uh, they needed better timing on that push, and they could have done something because uh, if those mechs could have gotten to the back of the EMP mechs, it forced the EMP mechs to either get backstabbed by the two assaults up top or the Wolfpack. Black Omen could have probably pulled the wins out, but they were so far behind in caps. I think they would have still lost in the end, even if they won on, or even if they pulled out good enough kills uh, to start, trying to get those caps in the end. So, does anyone lose a lot of money betting? Let's see, how many EMP mechs will die next game? That's a good question. We're still waiting for these teams to ready up. Get your bets in now, boys. Well, by the time you hear me say that, that timer should be done.
Yep, final call for the bets.
Alright, looks like Bowser and Stimrock are from EMP will come give us an interview. Hopefully, someone from Ultimate Ghost Team does too. I will say this, EMP is playing a lot better than they did last week. All the stuff... well, we don't need to get into it. Everyone knows what everyone's been talking about in Discord, but EMP is definitely playing better this week than they did last week. Last week, they had poor positioning a couple times, and GNX capitalized on it. This week, EMP definitely playing a lot better.
There's nothing like an unexpected loss as a team to focus your attention. So.
Absolutely. I've been there before myself.
Yeah.
I think it was the FFE team. Now, in Div B, they were kind of fish out of water. They should have been Div C this season, but unfortunately, they were put in Div B. Didn't do very well in the division, but when it came to my turn to face them this season, I went in. I needed a 5-0, expected a 5-0, and that drop that they ended up beating us on, I thought we had it in the bag. So, we played a little sloppily, and they took advantage of it, and then beat us on caps. And that's how SA got second place.
So yeah, so maybe Sky Rangers should have been bumped up to Div B, but I've got to say props to whoever makes the decisions on where teams end up, because overall it's really well done.
Well, the person who makes those decisions almost put CXF, who won Div B by a landslide, almost put them in Div C. So, be wary. Hey, both teams are finally locked. We can finally launch this last drop. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Should be good. Come on, Black Omen. We want to see one solid win from you this time. We believe in you. Just don't let Selith get in your backfield again with that Black Lantern. That seems to be a problem. He's playing it very well today.
Final drop, Frozen City.
Another surprising mech that seems to just be harassing the hell out of Black Omen is that light PPC Firestarter. I don't think it's running all light PPCs. I think it's 3 light PPCs and like a bunch of small lasers, but still. Taking a look at Black Omen's mechs, we got an Annihilator 2A, Linebacker, Charlie, Black Lantern, Firestarter, Mad Cat, Fleet, and Stormcrow. Interesting. What's on this linebacker? Pulse lasers, so definitely going with the big wolf pack. What we got on EMP side?
EMP, we've got a Flea, a Corsair, a Timberwolf, a Veggie Eagle 1, a Firestarter, a BNC, what is that? No, I don't know, my acronyms are wrong, and a Phoenix Hawk.
BNC would be a Banshee.
Banshee. What is on the Banshee? 4 ER large lasers, 1 Gauss, 4 ER mediums. Oh wow. There's a lot of firepower. Okay.
Ooh. Is Black Omen going in for a rush? They
Certainly
are, but
looks
it's
like
only
it.
4 mechs. I don't know how this is going to work out.
They got 4 mechs pushing in and 2 mechs in the background, 3 mechs in the background that aren't in any kind of firing position. So their early push has stalled.
Yeah, well, they have to. If they pushed in, it would have been 4v6, and they
Yeah.
just got annihilated. Black Omen, just like a couple drops now, their timing is off. The timing between these pushers and the traders, because the traders are still getting in position, and they've gone full in. It's a linebacker, Stormcrow, and Black Lantern versus 5 mechs. Now Timberwolf might go down early, but that
Kieran took a
linebacker.
bad position. He's going down early, heavily damaged.
Black Lantern is now getting into them. Hello here. I just now noticed the fire starter that was in the middle. Uh, but he just got taken down. Gargle in the Black Lantern will go down here shortly. So was Zeos and Kieran. This whole Wolf Axe is about to be just annihilated. Yeah, and then looking back here, the 2 traders are just now getting into position. One of the traders is just being farmed in the background. 2 self-destructions, airstrike out. This match is basically over. Now they did manage the 3 kills, which is interesting. Honestly didn't see that coming. Lizzie and the Corsair, Windscape just being an annoying little flea, like always. I don't know if he's gonna get out of there. Nope, he won't make it. But Ultimate Ghost in his Annihilator, it's now him versus the world. Because G-Ram has been, well, Stimrog got into the back of G-Ram and basically pulled him out of the fight this whole time. Uh, A little 30-ton mech or 35-ton mech, it pulled 90 tons from 90 tons of a 420-ton drop off of the fight.
Good idea from Omen, just poorly executed. But even poorly executed, they still took down 3 pilots and 3 strong pilots. Right? They took down Bowser and McGoat and Den Airwalker.
Yeah, but I'm looking at where everyone's dead, right? While this Annie fights for his life. Oh, there he goes. Uh, I'm looking at all the dead mechs and stuff on the ground, and basically the whole team died in one small spot. Now,
Yeah.
and then with the Mad Cat way out here, so I do think it was a timing issue. I think the Annie, because the Annie had a lot of armor, he died to just being backstabbed repeatedly. I think if they used a faster assault mech, maybe they could have like used an executioner or even a gargoyle or something. Something with more armor that could have been in that fight a lot sooner. I think that's all they needed to turn that around. That was really close on Black Omen. Like we talked about, just the timing was a little off. Looking at damage numbers here. Let's take a look at that. Actually, a very low scoring game. The Annihilator 2A and the Stormcrow both pulling out over 400 damage. Other than, right? Nope, Lizzie 564 in the Corsair 7A. I think that was Goss Peeps. I think is what I saw.
Mhm.
And that's it. 5-0. EMP 5-0's Black Omen. EMP now has a chance against JGX to still take first place. Now they need to EMP has to 3-2 JGX next weekend to win the division. Anything less, and it goes to a tie, and on tiebreaker, JGX wins. So, yeah, this next week, man, should be an exciting game. Question is, which one of the who's going to get to cast it? Ooh, yeah,
Good
interviews.
question.
Ooh, we got people for interviews. We got Spouser and Stimrog. Let's get them
Right. I'll drag them down.
Yeah, let's get them pulled in, and then see if someone from Black Omen shows up. I would like to get their opinion on a couple of those drops. But while we wait on them, Bowser, Stimrog, thank you guys for coming. Good games today.
GG's.
I'm going to turn you up just a smidge. There we go. Good job holding that push on that last drop. It looked like it was going to be a complete wipe for Black Omen, but they managed to actually get a few of you guys down before they started dropping like flies.
Yeah, they have a lot higher DPS than we did.
Hopefully we get some.
They used the correct route though, so it was scary in my mind, strategically.
From our perspective, maybe. From our perspective, it seemed they just needed more umph in the initial push. It felt like they had 190 tons that just never got into the fight.
Right.
That seems to be a defining theme with how they played today. They seem to like play separately from their mechs. You know, like they have some mechs left behind and some mechs that go ahead. Doesn't seem to have worked out for them. Like on Grim, where they had the 2 assaults to try and hold Epsilon versus our whole team.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of stuff is never going to work.
As far as I can tell, they're all good shooters, but they lost out on positioning. You definitely had the advantage there. Your positioning was much more consistent, and I don't know, you just did better on it.
I don't think anyone from Black Omen's coming. It's unfortunate.
No?
I was hoping.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, how do you guys feel? You guys, by 5-0 today, now you guys got 3-2 JGX next week to win the division.
What do you think, Bowser?
Yep.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
I thought there would be a little more excitement than that because after the loss last week, it was starting to look like maybe JGX was going to pull so far ahead that you guys wouldn't be able to catch back up. But with your 5-0 today, you guys absolutely caught back up.
I think you have to understand something. We don't care about minor losses, so.
Fair enough.
I believe JJX lost a drop to RJF as well.
Oh, interesting. Did that game finish?
Not sure. Only hearsay.
So let me see. As it stands on the sheet on the website, Imperial 16, JGX 20. So only 4 points between you for Division A. Actually, we're very close. And I guess JGX are probably going to win their match, but still, EmP did very well.
Now, I do have a quick question though on Hibernal. It looked like you guys did you guys know that push was coming? Because you guys very quickly started forming like I'd call it the because I don't know what else to call it. I'm just gonna call it the EMP trap. You guys form a U shape of mechs, and then you just kind of close in on them. Yeah, that U can be just a few hundred meters between mechs, or it could be like 1,000 meters. But you guys basically formed a basket.
And Canyon, or Hibernal was interesting because they basically fell for a nitro bait.
That's what it seemed like. They went after the night gear, and you guys had the rest of your mechs surrounding them already by the time that they reached it.
Yep.
Very clever. Unfortunately, I had a lot of questions for the Black Omen team, but they didn't show up. Oh, wait. Here we go. Ghost!
Nice.
Finally!
Ghost.
Good attempt tonight. I know it's kind of a tough loss, but I mean, a couple of those drops, especially that last drop, it looked like it was unfortunately the timing between your fast movers and your 2 assaults was off. But it looked like if you had more weight there in that initial push, you guys might have actually pulled through and won that last drop. Because that was surprisingly close.
Yeah, it was like 3 lights and almost 1 touch Corsair left.
Yeah. I saw Stimraw got into the back of G-Ram and the Mad Cat. 35 tons, taking 90 tons off the table.
Yeah, I tried hitting the Annihilator too, but he was very determined.
It's just I need to be there with my AC2s and shoot them.
Yeah, that's the right decision. So
yeah, but it's little throws like that. I think on every drop that made us lose.
Now on Tourmaline, when you guys now, I am curious about what happened on Torm. You guys were holding the Theta. I think I think EMP took Gamma, and then you guys started moving everything down the 7 line into that open ground, and then that's when EMP got you guys surrounded in their little the basket thing I was just talking about on that happened on the other drops. Uh, is there a reason why you guys moved all your mechs to Echo 7?
Basically, everyone bailed on me in the summoner while I got like jumped on by the Black Lantern.
Yeah.
Like they first off fought him off, and then everybody went away. So I was like, okay, if he jumps me again, I need you guys to just be aggressive because I'm gonna die.
Gotcha. Did you go into that with the 3-cap hold strat? Or did you guys kind of go into that planning to be aggressive to start with?
We were somewhat planning to be aggressive. That's why we didn't spread out wide, but rather just went full center.
Fair enough. All right, Duvius, I knew you had a couple questions.
Yeah, I did. I was interested in Tourmaline specifically. Let me see. Imperial, you took a defensive position early on. You kind of had a good spread there. What was that about? Were you expecting a push?
Hang on. I'm not sure if I can, like, if we want to talk about what we think, all of the things early. What do you think, Bowser? Yeah, we sent people, of course, to be ready for anything that we can see or scout. Let's put it that way.
All right, fair enough. How was that map from your position, Omen?
Right.
It
So,
was,
oh yeah, go on. Sorry, Ghost.
it was just somewhat cheesy. As we knew we wouldn't be likely to win trades against EMP, we were more aggressive.
I do have a quick question though. The Selith, I believe, was in the Mad Cat in the G6 Spire.
It was Chimera, but yeah.
How much risk was he in? Because at first he was taking a lot of damage from just the repeated strikes. He took some hits from he got out traded a couple times when I think Black Armin like 2v1 him, 3v1 him. Um, his side torso got pretty messed up, and then it just seemed like he just stopped taking damage entirely. I don't think he was any more damaged from the moment I saw him at the 2 minute mark in the match to when I looked at him again at the very end of the match. I know maybe it wasn't South. I know the Black Lantern. I think that was South is the one that jumped you on Echo 5 and pushed you into that corner there. He was also the one that danced around Fox 5.
It wasn't really only the Black Lantern, it was also the fact that the Timber from Fox 7 was just looking at me every time I popped up.
That's
So
fair.
couldn't really be taking those long range shots that accurately anymore.
I personally don't have any more questions. Oh, Grim. The timing on Grim. Was that pack supposed to? Uh, the light pack that tried to jump the EMP mechs from behind when when you guys had 2 traders in Fox 10. Um, uh, was it just a timing issue, or like? I guess my question is, what, what as casters, what we surmised was those 2 traders were the hold position while you guys try to jump the EMP mechs from behind. Is that basically what the plan was there? Or did we have
Somewhat,
that
yeah.
completely wrong? Okay.
I saw from this map was Omen had a couple of guys trying to overlook Epsilon. They were like Fox 10, Golf 10, up on the high line there, but they were kind of stuck on the scenery, unable to get position until kind of late, and then they got slaughtered. Yeah, that was confusing. Maybe you could illuminate it for us.
Oh, I think he basically did. it was it was it was it was a push. It was meant to be an anvil hammer strat. It didn't work out quite that way. Hammer Anvil. Yeah.
Is that so? Maybe you can tell us.
Not exactly. The main factor why we didn't, why that strat didn't work out was just the fact that EMP completely locked down like the whole Epsilon area where our light pack was like meant to fight. So we just had nowhere to go from that point on.
Gotcha. Now, my last question doesn't have to do with this current game. Just quick question to both teams. Black Omen, you guys coming back for Worlds?
Probably, I would expect it.
Awesome.
You say yes.
How about you? How about EMP? You guys going to stick around for Worlds too, or was this just a one and done thing?
I think there's a fairly good chance.
Awesome.
We're gauging
Here to
interest, but
gauge
yeah.
interest. Yep.
Yeah, we'd love to see you guys come back for Worlds. That's for sure. Because
Absolutely.
right now, with all the changes going on, the cauldron changes and whatnot, it's just the game feels more alive than it has in what 3 years now.
Yeah, it's an interesting time, isn't it? We've had a really good patch, I don't know, a few weeks ago. That definitely stirred things up, and then we've got the rescale patch coming in probably before World Series, and maybe another map rework. How do you guys feel about that? Have you got any thoughts on it?
I think it's HPG. I think that's what everyone keeps saying. HPG is the one that's the new map.
HPG.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard HPG
Being worked
too,
on.
and I'm really looking forward to it, like as an individual player, because I really hate that map right now.
I don't blame you. My favorite mechs are assault mechs, but it can be very punishing to play them on if you get stuck on HPG, and depending on which lance you get, your whole team's already halfway through a rotation, and you're just reaching this central area, and the enemy team's already coming around that corner. Those are the worst times.
How do you guys feel about the potential rescale pass before next tournament? Is that going to affect your mech choices?
I think it'll affect everyone's mech choices a little bit.
We'll have to see it, won't we?
Okay.
That's true.
Take a look
Yeah,
at it
we're
and
gonna
get
have
to
to
feel
see
and
it.
get to play it.
It's kind of
hard
all
to
up in
say
the air at
without
the
being
moment.
it's hard to see or hard to say in advance not being able to actually play it and look at it.
It's going to balance the pinpoint meta versus lights a bit.
But
As a
they're all
light
still
player
the
as
same
well,
mechs,
like-
they're just slightly different sizes, right?
Well, as far as I understand it, the mechs like the Flea are getting a little bit bigger, and mechs like the Firestarter are getting a little smaller.
No, Flea is staying the same. It's
Okay.
just people were erroneously thinking it's getting bigger because it's not being made as much smaller than other
I
mechs.
think the proposal had it being a little bit bigger, to be honest.
Are you sure? Oh, okay. I thought it's the same.
I've heard it both
I'll
ways.
look
That's
it
why
up.
I was asking, because you guys have your pulse on, or your finger on the pulse more than we do.
Yeah, so the variant I still have here has the Flea at 104%. Now, I might be completely wrong and that might be outdated, but that's the
Gotcha.
one I have.
Gotcha. I currently have no more questions. If Dubious doesn't either, we're gonna let you guys go. We appreciate you guys taking your time to answer a few of our dumb questions. We appreciate it. Chad appreciates it, and good luck both teams next week. I know we all know who EMP faces Black Omen. Who do you guys face next week?
We're facing KDCM.
KDCM. Ooh, that should be a good one. All right, my money now. Black Omen's going to beat KDCM. That's right, Jay. I said it. Come at me. Yeah, I got nothing else. You got anything else, Dubious?
No, I'm done.
All right. I'm gonna throw you guys all out of here in a second. But again, good drops tonight. We appreciate the entertainment, and I hope to see you guys, both your teams, back for Worlds.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you for casting and having us here.
GG's.
Yeah, thanks for the
Oh,
cast.
it was our pleasure. If you guys haven't heard yet, first drop is a little wonky. As always, it's a level cast. Something goes wrong literally 100% of the time. So, other than that, everything else seems to be pretty good. Good luck next week, guys. I'm going to throw you out now.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right, they're all out. I got nothing else to add to this cast. I'm Level. This is Dubious. We were your casters this evening. We hope you guys, or sorry, this afternoon, or this evening, depending on where you are in the world. We hope you guys had fun, as much fun watching as we had casting. stay tuned. There are more games tonight, and then next week we have some very big and interesting games that are going to that are fundamental to how the standings are in Div A. Everyone, you guys all have a great evening, and please stay tuned to the other casts that are coming. There is the MWO League's Discord. You can find out more information there about comp in general and about the upcoming games. Everyone, you guys all have a great evening.
Yeah, good night from us. Keep watching. More games to come. See ya.